Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited, as it's Friday, and that means tonight was Friday Night Smackdown. And I want to address a comment here in the chat. WWEJ Gaming says, quote, the fact that Smackdown wasn't even live and we are able to just skip the entire show on Netflix, laughing emoji. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, excuse my language there, but that makes no sense. What do you mean the show wasn't live? The show aired live on Netflix, my guy. Do you not understand the concept of live on Netflix for international Netflix? Because when they go overseas, they'll air their shows live. I don't think you understand the fact that we watched Monday Night Raw early as well this week, maybe. That show was live on Netflix for everybody. So I assume you're maybe in the United States. And are you a U.S. person that doesn't believe in international Netflix and doesn't believe that Netflix actually gets the show live? And then you got to watch it on tape later on the USA Network, which you don't, because if you use a free VPN like Urban VPN, then you can watch early on Netflix like the rest of the world, like I did and so many others. I don't get your comment at all, WWJ Gaming. Again, I'll read it again. The fact that Smackdown wasn't even live, which that right there, you're dumb as shit. No offense, but it was live. Because I knew somebody was there who sent me a photo of the building. They're like, hey, this is what it looks like set up. I'm like, oh, okay, that's the same thing that they did for Raw. Anyways, normal setup or whatever. And then you say, we're just able to skip the entire show on Netflix. What are you talking about? Skip the entire show on Netflix. Both of your statements there, first off, the first one for sure is like not even true. The show wasn't even live. What? Netflix wasn't live for me? When I watched it, it said automatically said it wasn't finished. Are you in the US or are you overseas or using a VPN? Then you did it wrong, guy. You must have done it wrong because I watched it live at 1 p.m. Central. Literally, that's why we didn't do a wrestling wrap-up, because we wouldn't have had time to get the wrap-up done before Raw or SmackDown started. That's why we didn't do a wrap-up today. Wrap-up usually goes on around between noon and 1, and I'm like, oh, SmackDown starts at 1. Plus the fact that it was a slow news week and there wasn't a lot to talk about. That was a whole other point. But the main point we didn't do a wrap-up today was because the show was airing early. But to say it didn't work, maybe it didn't work for you. What VPN are you using? Was your VPN wrong? Did you not? Also, you might have clicked last week's show if it's telling you that it was already done. Netflix wasn't live for me. When I watched it, automatically said it was finished. Did you accidentally click last week's show or something? That could have been a thing too. Started at 2 p.m. for me. Okay, you're East Coast. I'm Central Time. That's why I said 1, guy. Anyways, listen up. But yes, everybody was watching on international Netflix. Not everybody, but everybody that does what I do at least. International Netflix at 2 Eastern. Just saying. I don't know if you clicked the wrong thing. Your VPN wasn't set up right. Maybe you were in an area. Maybe you clicked in. I don't know. But you're wrong, guy. Your whole statement is wrong. Your laughing emoji, laughing at Netflix, you're wrong. Because again, I watched it live on Netflix. I know other people that watched it live on Netflix. So just saying, guy. Just saying. Started with Logan Paul. No shit, it started with Logan Paul. So you eventually saw the show. Then why are you saying it didn't? What? Now you're just, whatever. Now you're just trying to rile me up. But anyways, I watched SmackDown today on Netflix. I used VPN. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do if you're in the United States, James. Mixed question says, did you say on video? Okay, if you're asking me what I said in a previous... Hold on, let me roast this guy too, Mick. I'm not going to tell you what I said in another video so you don't watch my other videos. How am I supposed to make money on videos if you're not going to watch them and just come out? You're like the people that message. I literally have people on Instagram like, oh, this irks the shit out of me, that will send me a link to my own video and go, what'd you say in this video? What's the news? Watch the video. Fuck. It's baffling that people will do that. Send me my own links and go, so what's the news here? What'd you say? Watch the video. They're not long. I don't make 10-minute videos on every news story. 2 minutes max. Do that for a purpose. So you get in, get out. God damn. Anyways, Anyways, we're here to talk about Smackdown, which was a really good show. Fuck, this show was, you know how good Smackdown was? Where they're getting into the main event, and we're about 5 minutes into this main event. I go, fuck, this is the main event. The show's almost over. I literally thought the show started 20 minutes ago. This show flew by. Flew by, smacked my hat. But yes, this show flew by, like wildly, just so smooth. Everything was good. I was confused with the stuff with the women's tag titles. That I don't know what's going on. No, Alex, I didn't report that. So just saying. If you actually watched the video or read the post, you would know that I said rumored to possibly be added, but instead they had a tag title match. So I guess you can get some cotton swabs in there. Maybe clear your ears out a little bit, guy. Nobody lied. Nobody lied. Dave Meltzer said that he has heard that they pitched around and there were some people pushing to add Drew and Randy to the card this weekend. People pushing to add it so it could happen. No one ever said it was happening for sure. So, guy, you need to learn to listen. Can you stop cursing? What are you trying to say? How about you go away then, Mick? How about you go? I'm just curious about the whole AEW HBO Max thing. I did watch the video. Well, then why are you asking me? What'd you say in this video? Is it true? I'm not going to say it if it's not true. You think I'm going to put out fake news? You think I'm going to just make up a story? No. Andrew Zarian tweeted something that was pertinent to AEW going to Max. I have another video coming out right after this about AEW going to Max. And we're off to the running. We're off to the races, as they say. So, yeah. Phenomenal Ace, you want to put that shit in my live chat? I'm going to bang your ass out of here. No. That is 99.999. That's a million, whatever you want to say. Not true at all. There is no earthly, even that's the most wrong fake news I've ever heard. And if you read that somewhere, they're wrong. Not true, not even in the slightest. I can't even say that's 0.5% accurate. There's no way they're releasing Piper Niven. She just wasn't medically cleared to be on the show tonight. Just like last week, Alexa Bliss wasn't medically cleared to be on the show. There's a reason they were pulled from the show. Alexis, watch your language. Hey, fuck you, motherfucker, fuck. I can say whatever I want. You're not my boss. Yeah, I'm riled up today. We're riled up today, folks. Anyways. Take a drink from Wolverine here. Little Mountain Dew in this thing. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew, guys. Let's talk Smackdown because of this. It's Pro Wrestling Unlimited. We're here on Twitch. We're here on YouTube. And I want to say thank you for joining us here. Twitch.tv/PWU Unlimited. YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, if you're watching live on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can help us out by hitting that donate button down below or by donating Twitch bits in the live chat. Also, remember, you can help us out by subscribing to the channel one of two different ways. You can subscribe with a tier subscription, or you can subscribe with Amazon Prime. Because remember, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. Just remember, and I always forget to mention this, when your month is up with your Amazon Prime, you have to manually go back in and say resubscribe and click the with Prime button. With Prime button. That's something that gets me every time because I subscribe to Kind of Funny with my Prime. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the fuck am I watching Kind of Funny with an ad? Why is there an ad on my Twitch? Oh, I got to go in there manually and put resubscribe. That's a dumb thing, but whatever. Anyways, please subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Got a number of you that do. We love the support. Also, remember, help us out over on YouTube. You can help us out over there by hitting that hitting the subscribe button. That way, you know, when we post new videos. That way, when we go live. And that way, we post to the community tab. Also, remember, you can help us out by subscribing and hitting that join button to become a channel member. As a channel member, you get a badge next to your name, emotes and emojis you can use in the live chat, our graphics packages, and our graphics tutorials. Also, remember that you can help us out with a super chat in the live chat to get your comment, question, or concern read live on the air. And then finally, head over to the Epic Game Store. Head over to the Epic Game Store and buy something. Today, last day to get them damn Power Rangers. You want the blue, you want the red, you want the black, you want the yellow, you want the pink? 29th. Today, last day. I'm not getting them. Don't have the money. I had to put some money into my car to fix my car. Need a brand new starter. Hey, at least I know how to fix. Oh, don't get me started on people my age in their mid late 30s that can't work on their own car. Like, that's just what your parents failed your ass. Your parents failed you. Not teach you how to work on your own car. Yeah, the only thing that I take my car in for is an oil change, because if you go to Walmart, it's literally the same price for my car to have them do the oil change or me buy the stuff to do the oil change. Other than that, do everything myself. Need a new starter? Fix it. Brakes? Never paid anyone to do my brakes. Anyways, if you're looking to get the Power Rangers in Fortnite and you haven't yet, well, you can do so, but today's the last day. It says they're only available until the 29th. And today's the 29th. Use our code PW Unlimited for all Epic Games and Epic Game Store purchases. As far as Smackdown does go, the show started off with Logan Paul and John Cena, and it started off hot. John Cena also apologized to the Brussels kid. That was good too. But before, Esports Gaming Rules with a couple of bit donations. He said, saw the brackets for the ROH Women's Pure Championship. That was finally revealed. Yeah, I saw that too. I haven't had a chance to actually make any content about it. I was going to do a quick video just recapping who's in the tournament, or maybe an Instagram post or something. But I looked, all good names in this tournament. And then he says, is there a title change with Sami Zayn? Is there a title change with Sami Zayn? Because did you not watch the show Esports Gaming Rules? Did you not watch SmackDown? Sami Zayn beat Solo in the main event for the title. And then, don't get me started. Hold on. I'm going to read some tweets, but I'm not going to give people the benefit of the doubt of plugging their names. One tweet here that says, hold on. These tweets are just mind-boggling. Put the Palestine flag over it, Sami. What? And then another person that says, a country I'm sure he's so proud to represent. Like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? There are guys out here on social media trying to say that Sami hates America, but to put the America title on him. Ooh, fuck you! Lucky Vicious says, can you subscribe with Amazon Prime on your phone? I don't know, to be honest. I've never tried. Because I don't really watch much Twitch on my phone, only on my computer. Because I always have Twitch up and somebody's stream I'm usually watching while I'm working. But yeah, I don't understand all the random implied Sami hates America and why are you putting the America title on him stuff. Like the one with the Palestine flag over it, Sami. Or the other one, I'm sure he's happy to represent that country. What kind of dumb bullshit is that? Anyways, we open with a shot of Lyon, France. Michael Cole calls, quote, calls us the food capital of the world. And I don't know if it is or not. He's been to Lyon. He said, oh, no, never mind. I asked a friend from Lyon. I wrote this weird in my notes. I asked a friend from Lyon if that's true, and he said, we have some good restaurants, but it's just average. I'm like, okay. They just saw Sikoa and his crew. Sami Zayn walking into the building after a shot. We got Weed Barrett and Michael Cole. Joe Tessitore not there. Joe Tessitore probably got some college football duties. You know, college football's back. Wonder what game he's calling. Ooh, I wonder if Joe Tess is calling the Longhorns game. Joe Tess usually does the Longhorn games for ESPN. So that would be nice. They then gave us a video recapping everything that happened last week with John Cena and Logan Paul, including the reshot of the end of the show. A black Mercedes arrives at the building and Logan Paul steps out. He enters the arena as his music starts to play. Humble. I don't know the words. I just know he says he's humble in it a bunch of times. Soon as he walks out in front of this crowd, boo! They hating him some Logan Paul. And I love it. I think Logan Paul is made for this. I say it all the time, but I think he's made for this. He says that John Cena said that he was a parasite. And it seems that people seem to think like that as well. He insulted the crowd for some cheap heat, saying that he's sick of speaking English. They might not understand him, but I'm from America and I speak English. I'm like, okay, I get it, whatever. He then calls himself a parasite, or not a parasite, but a disruptor instead. The crowd's chanting, shut the fuck up. And he does the thing like he did last week. Hey, they can't hear you. You're being censored. So then he says, You guys don't like me, but it's a matter of fact that I bring this company a lot of business. I got this company right here on Netflix. $1 billion deal. I got them on ESPN. Billions of dollars a deal. No, he said the Netflix deal, $5 billion. I got them on ESPN, $1.1 billion. He's like, so, thank you. You're welcome. You shouldn't call this company WWE. You should call it WW Me. He says Cena is the one that still represents the old version of this, the institutionalized version of WWE. And he proceeds to again insult the crowd in France. He says that he's an athletic phenom and will push Cena to his limits and call Cena an imposter in French. He says wrestling is changing and he is wrestling. And if you don't go with the change, you're going to be left behind. Cena's theme then plays. Huge pop from the crowd in Lyon. Blows the roof off of this place. And they start singing his song, like the words and everything. I don't even know the word life. No, that's the wrong song. I'm thinking word life. I love that song. I know the words of that one, sort of. I don't know the words of the new one. I just know the dun, 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 dun. Greatest thing is when Paul Heyman sings John Cena's theme, where he's like, bam, 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 bam. When Paul Heyman tries to sing John Cena's theme, it's the best. Also, early on in the show, was it just me through the VPN, or was the quality kind of grainy? Like the quality of the stream through Netflix was kind of bad early on, at least for me. And it might have just been VPN. I did switch from, I think it was, I had it on like Netherlands. I switched it over to Australia and I was better. But just wondering if anybody else had issues with the quality of the stream early on. Esports Gaming Rules says Peacock is now on Amazon Prime Video channel subscriptions. Just about every streaming service you can get through your Amazon, so that way it's easier if you have an Amazon Fire Stick. That's all it is. You could literally, I'll go and watch, I forget what it was I was trying to watch the other day. And I was trying to watch, I think it was maybe something for the kids, a movie they wanted to watch. And it said, buy now, rent, or watch with your HBO Max subscription. You link your HBO Max to your Amazon, and then it knows you have HBO Max, and then it just lets you watch right there through Amazon because you have HBO Max, or it's going to send you to HBO Max. Regardless, that's been a thing forever. I don't think that's new. If it's something new, all the other streaming services basically already have that built-in integration with Amazon and an Amazon Prime Video for basically the Fire Stick. But Cena comes out, makes his way down to the ring. He calls Paul stupid. It says he can not do it on his own, and that he needs the fans. So he says, hold the keys to all of this. And Paul could join the family and have matches over the span of 25 years like he has. Cena says that Paul claims that he wants to raise the business to new levels, but does not put any effort into trying to understand what this business actually is and how you do it. Cena then calls himself the original disruptor, and said that he has been knocking people out with brass knucks for 20 years. He then went, word life. Cena said Paul's influence is not what it used to be either. He said that there was a top 25 influencer list that came out just yesterday. And he's naming all the names on the list and whatnot and so forth. He's like, and one name that wasn't on there, well, was you. Your name wasn't there. He says that the fans don't fear change, and they see right through him. They chant that he's an asshole, and Cena starts speaking in French, followed by Paul speaking in French and getting booed. They cheered when Cena didn't. Cena says that he will show Paul what respect, quote, in our family really means. As he leaves the ring, he says, respect means that people understand if you are mean to them and that you were just having a bad day. And there was a time when I was mean to somebody, and I was just having a bad day. So he goes up the ramp, he goes and stops, and there's the kid from Brussels. And he looks at him and goes, I'm sorry. I was having a bad day. Can you forgive me for the past? And the kid's like trying to get his phone out to take a picture. And John Cena's just kind of just sitting there waiting for him. He knows what the kid's trying to do. And he's like trying to go whatever and everything. Yeah, that was funny. And then you took a picture with the kid and everything. And yeah, all good. All cool. Very awesome. So I liked it. I thought it was a really good segment. big hype up for their match on Sunday. It's Sunday, right? The 31st. Yeah, Sunday. And we'll go from there. We'll see how it does go. I got high hopes that Logan Paul and John Cena could have a pretty good match. I'm not going to call it no great match of the year contender or anything. Other matches that Logan could have could be, but I'm not going to call this one a match of the year potential contender, I guess you would say. So moving forward, the Street Profits and B-Fab were in the back when they were talking about their upcoming match with Mello and Miz, when Bo Dallas, not Uncle Howdy, but Bo Dallas would come up and start, speaking in tongues, cut a creepy promo on them, telling them to watch out, because if you win tonight, you got to deal with us. And they were all confused. Then we all got a little confused. So, and I saw people go, oh, your preview video was wrong. Well, at the time I recorded and edited the preview video, it wasn't wrong. It was just, for some reason, I don't know if it was my internet or YouTube, took longer than expected to post the video. It sat in processing for way too long. So the video got posted way later than I tried to post it. Anyways, no excuses. But I said that it was Alba Fire and Piper Niven challenging for the tag titles. Well, about an hour before, maybe a little less than an hour, 45 minutes to an hour before SmackDown goes on the air, they do a video with Nick Aldis, and he says that Piper Niven is not cleared to be here tonight and that she'll be replaced by Chelsea Green. So it was supposed to be Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defending against Chelsea Green and Alba Fire, women's tag titles on the line. Charlotte comes out, Alexa comes out, they're walking down to the ring, boom, Charlotte gets taken out. To the point where they gotta take her away. So Alexa's by herself. They then set up Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green, one-on-one. Wade Barrett's on commentary going, hey, they were guaranteed a tag title match. They should make Alexa do it on her own. 2-on-1, Cole. Anyways. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why you're going to say an hour before, oh, hey, Chelsea's just taking Piper's spot. That's all good. Cool. Whatever. But then to do a deal where it just ends up a singles match and no titles on the line, that I'm a little confused about. And we haven't really seen or heard anything on the topic and subject and matter. But it was Chelsea Green and Alexa Bliss, and these two worked well together. Basically, they take us to commercial break. When we come back, the match had already started. Alexa and Green are in the ring with Alexa in control. As this would now be a singles match. We see Charlotte got escorted to the back on a split screen they showed us. Chelsea then takes control and slams Alexa's head into the turnbuckle repeatedly. Bliss throws Green out of the ring as Alexa hit a somersault from the apron. This then gives Chelsea another chance to attack from behind and attempt a pin after some good ground shots. Chelsea stays in control and throws Alexa out of the ring, giving Alba Fire a chance to go on the attack a little bit as Chelsea is distracting the referee. Chelsea then bounces Alexa's face off the announce table, but turns things around and throws Green into the ringside barrier. Both women make it back into the ring at 8. Bliss then hits a few shoulder tackles and a shotgun drop kick. Give me 1 second here. Bliss then hits a shotgun drop kick followed by a snap takedown. Chelsea Green then escapes the Sister Abigail attempt, but catches another drop kick in a Tree of Woe position. Bliss then goes up top, but has to fend off a fire, which allows Green to get her knees up on a Twisted Bliss. They trade reversals for a few seconds before Bliss eventually manages to just roll her up and pin her out of nowhere. Bliss pins Green. So there we go. Alexa Bliss gets the victory, and I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened with Piper and why she couldn't be at the show. Like, Alexa was not medically cleared last week, but then was just there this week. I know, I think, what was last week? Alexa's birthday or something. Maybe they didn't want her to go and she didn't want to go. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Because it's like, I don't know why they just didn't do the tag title match as announced an hour before. Who knows? A post-match, Alba Fire attacks Alexa Bliss as she leaves the ring, prompting Charlotte to then hobble out. Fire manages to overwhelm Flair, and it ends with the tag team champions left laying after an unprettier by Chelsea on Charlotte and a gory bomb, or gory special, I mean, on Alba, from Alba to Alexa. So it's like they didn't want to beat them, but they beat them down and had the pseudo challengers look strong. I didn't understand any of this, but I thought Alexa and Chelsea had a good match. Like, I was entertained all the way through. Sami Zayn's in the back being interviewed about his upcoming title match tonight. Basically, he just says he's confident, and that he's confident like when he main evented WrestleMania and won the IC title. He then spoke a little in France. Then, and I'm not going to harp on this, but then I saw this before SmackDown, but they said it on SmackDown. Cody and Brandi had a baby. Didn't tell anybody. At least anybody online. Brandi been pregnant for all this time and nobody knew. Like, it didn't leak. TMZ didn't get it. No, like, People Magazine. No Observer, Fightful. Nobody. How did they hide a full goddamn pregnancy? Like, Brandi has her yoga studio. And people go to that yoga studio. And she teaches classes at the yoga studio. She must have some very loyal people at that yoga studio. Either she just didn't show ever throughout the pregnancy, or she's got a lot of loyal people in her life that didn't spill that news. So, hey, kudos and congratulations to Cody and Brandi. Like, awesome. Congratulations. They had another baby, Leilani. I think it was Leilani Ella Runnels. You double check the name really fast. I think it was Leilani Ella Runnels. Let me double check. Yeah, Leilani Ella Runnels. So, very, very interesting news there. But again, congratulations. Their family of 3 is now a family of 4. They got 2 little girls. And what's Livy now? Like 3? She's got to be like 3, maybe almost 4. After commercial break, Aleister Black cuts a creepy promo on Damian Priest, and then Damian Priest is asked about it, and he's like, hey, the guy, he knows what he's doing. He comes off smart, he dresses well, he knows martial arts, I know that for sure, because he knocked my jaw out, but I'm going to have to bring him the pain. I'm going to have to teach him a lesson. And he's just smiling, saying that he's going to enjoy when he gets to fight Black. So we had Michin versus Kiana James. Basically, what they said here was that if Michin wins, she gets a shot at the U.S. title. James looks to attack her with the purse. Michin ducks, rolls her up, and pins her. It was like a 5-6 second match. Okay. Then they beat her ass afterwards. Michin, that is. Post-match, Julia and James attack Michin, take her out with a knee to the face, and they throw her into the barricade, and Julia stomps her into the steps. Face first, curb stomp the steps, basically. What the shit was this? I don't even know. Then it shows Drew McIntyre walking in the back and say that he's going to address Randy Orton after the break. He comes out to the ring. Video recaps last week. Randy Orton attacking him from behind. He asked the production guy if Randy's hiding anywhere. Is he hiding under a table? Is he over there by you, Cole? Yeah, you get a medical update on Cody? Oh, still nothing? Okay. Well, Cody's in Australia filming Street Fighter. Michin then calls out Orton. Or not Michin, McIntyre. I don't know why I wrote Michin. Michin was in the last match. McIntyre calls out Orton. So that quote, the people can sing your song. I laughed so hard at that one. The crowd obliged. Orton saunters out, takes his time, signs a few autographs, and they're singing his song. I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me, yeah, yeah, tell me things. They keep going, you know, they do the whole thing. Song stops, they keep playing. They talk to me, they talk to me. McIntyre asks Orton to indulge him for 2 minutes. Says that we'll see things his way. Drew disses Cody, calls him nothing more than a politician, a liar, and quote, nobody's friend. He says that he's sure that Cody was on the phone with Orton all this time during recovery from back injury, but that was not a friendship. It was Cody gathering intel, Cody learning what he needs to know. He reminded Orton that Cody just knew how and where and when to attack. Orton says he did not drop McIntyre last week for Cody. But because McIntyre's not more than a prick. Drew hit a Glasgow kiss and measured Orton with a Claymore. But Orton ducked and McIntyre missed. Orton hit a draping DDT and set up for an RKO, but a number of people ran out and stopped him before he can hit the punt. I'm like, oh, come on. Let him do a punt, fuckers. Let him do a punt. Orton dropped them all, including Shane Helms with RKOs, and then went to punt McIntyre in the head, but he recovered enough to get out of the ring. So, yep. I don't know when they're going to do it, but they're tasing it. Orton and Drew sometime here soon. Really thought it would have been perfect for the show this weekend, but got 6 matches now after adding that tag title match. Yes, Corey. Kiana James got pinned in 5 seconds. Remember, guys, if you want to get your comment, questions, or concern right live on the air, you can donate a bit donation on Twitch or Super Chat on YouTube. Esports Gaming Rule says, did you hear about the Micah Parsons trade to the Green Bay Packers? Yeah, it has nothing to do with me and any fan or any team that I follow, so good for the Packers. Sure. I know a lot of Cowboys fans that are pissed, but I guess good for the Packers. I actually know a Chicago Bears fan that's super pissed because he's like, oh, what if the Bears can get him? Literally, I had a friend that messaged me and goes, oh, what if the Bears can get Micah Parsons? 30 minutes later, the news drops Micah Parsons to the Packers. And you know that's the gut punch to all Bears fans because Bears and Packers, those fan bases butt heads. Miz is in the back with Melo. They have a conversation backstage about Miz trying to make this all about him and taking the spotlight. And Miz is like, no, I'm doing this for us. What were you doing while I was gone? Were you getting wins and winning stuff? No, we're back. We're winning. Or I'm back. We're winning. Bo then walks up. Miz kind of gets a little scared for a second. And he speaks in tongues again. He said perceptions and perceptions are reality. I don't know if you can handle it, but we'll see what happens. But I don't know what he's talking about. Same thing he tried to do to the Street Profits to get in their heads. Nick Aldis, this is funny. He's complaining to Orton about his behavior. Can't attack security and people on production. And Orton's like, hey, it's all good. Yeah. How about you want some of this? And he gives them some Fireball. He's like, it's Fireball, the best whiskey out there. And it pops the crowd a little bit or whatever. And Nick Aldis kind of just holding like, I might need that. Truth then walks up. Guy takes it from him and goes, you gonna drink that? And he's like, after the day I'm having so far, yeah, I'm really gonna need it. And he's like, oh, okay. So I thought that was funny, but it kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Encroaches? Not impeaches, encroaches? Kind of too much like the Adam Pearce character where he's like, when he gets all frustrated and everything, he's like, I need a drink. So it's like, I kind of did the same thing with Nick Aldis. Anyways, but number 1 contenders match. Winner gets a shot at the tag titles. They tell us as we're going to the ring here, oh, by the way, the winners get a shot this weekend at the pay-per-view, the PLE Clash in Paris. I'm like, oh, that's new news. That's new news. Before Miz started things out, and Miz quickly got dropped right on his face through some double team by the Street Profits. Melo was in, and Miz assisted with some offense on the outside, and Melo hits nothing but net on Dawkins, which gets a good live chant from the crowd. Miz is back in, hits some yes kicks, I guess you could say. Whatever. Miz kicks, hits him on Dawkins, but he quickly gets rolled up for a 2. Miz and Melo wear Dawkins down with some double team moves, quick tags in and out. Melo blind tags in, which seems to confuse the Miz a little bit, but he's okay with it. And they stay in control. The audio then briefly drops for a moment so you don't hear commentary. I don't know if maybe they were saying something obscene in French and they were being muted. I'm not sure. But Dawkins finally gets a hot tag to Ford, who immediately hits a crossbody on Miz, followed by a back suplex and a standing moonsault for a 2. Miz hits a DDT and goes for the skull-crushing finale, but Melo blind tags in again. Ford hits a huge splash on Miz from the top, but Melo, who is now the legal man, immediately follows this up with a splash on Ford. Melo goes for a springboard move, but Ford, he crashes into Ford in midair. Miz then wants the tag, but the Wyatts come out. They all sit in front of the announce table just watching on. And Miz gets distracted here, which allows Dawkins to throw him off the apron. The Street Profits then hit the revelation on Melo and pin him to become the tag team championship number 1 contenders. So this Sunday, the Wyatt 6 Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis will be defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits. We'll see how it goes. Like, do we get a title change? I'm kind of weary on that one. I don't think we do. I'm a predictor right now. I don't think we get a title change. Tiffany Stratton's in the back, just looking at herself in the mirror. And this also made no sense. So Jade walks up. And Jade's like, I just want to let you know, Tiffany, Nick Aldis has told me I'm the #1 contender because I won our match last week. What? The two bicker back and forth or whatever, and they each say they're going to win. But how does this make any sense? So Jade pins Nia Jax, and she's now the #1 contender. Hey, anybody that wants a shot at the title, go pin Nia. Go pin Nia. Like, she didn't even pin Tiffany. It would have been different if they were on opposing teams and she pinned Tiffany. They were partners last week. What sense does this make? None. How do you become the #1 contender pinning somebody that's not the champion? You teamed with the champion. So you're like, oh, well, I won a match last week, so I get a shot at your belt. What? That made no sense. Absolutely no sense why Jade is now the #1 contender to Tiffany's title when she teamed with Tiffany and pinned Nia. Nia's not the champ, so it's not like she pinned Nia, who's the champ, and then got a shot off of that. No! Doesn't make sense at all. You know, I told you this show flowed very well and was really quick and everything. Yeah, so was this review, because we're almost at we are at the main event. So before we talk about the main event, let's hear from our sponsor. Does the summer heat got you sweating through your shirt before noon? Maybe it's time to chill with an AECOOLY handheld fan. This pocket-sized powerhouse is your secret weapon against scorching temps. Whether catching rays listening to music or just looking to get a great tan, it brings the breeze right when you need it. With 3 speed settings, a rechargeable battery that lasts up to 10 hours, and a whisper-quiet motor, the AECOOLY fan delivers cool comfort without the buzz or bulk. Toss it in your bag, clip it to your desk, or have it right by your side at all times. It's compact, stylish, and oh so convenient. So why melt when you can breeze through summer? Use our link in the description below, scan the QR code on the screen, or head over to pwunlimited.co/AECOOLY. That's AECOOLY now for coolin' in the palm of your hand. And we're back. U.S. title on the line. Solo Sikoa defending against Sami Zayn. And this is what did I say last week? This is going to be a match where everyone's going to get involved. There's going to be a lot of just brawling of people. And that's what happened here. But I didn't hate it. Like, usually I'm a guy that hates all the outside interference and the brawling and this and that. But it wasn't a lot of outside interference on the guys in the match itself. It's more of one guy from the heel side tries to get involved and do the whole jump on the apron distraction thing. So somebody in favor of the babyface comes down and stops him. But it's not like people are trying to get at the guys in the ring. That's what I liked here. Unlike we see with other matches in other places, and even in WWE sometimes, where you try to get the outside interference tries to get involved with the guys in the match. This was more of, hey, I'm going to cause a distraction, but then the babyface got a guy to help but deter that distraction. So Solo was in control early of Sami, and he wears him down with some strikes. Sami briefly fights back, but immediately gets taken down. Sami fights back again and gets taken down again. Like, they're really playing this up as like Solo's more powerful than Sami. Sikoa then hits a running hip attack as Tala Tonga is repeatedly shown at ringside just for some reason. I don't even know why. Because he's tall? Sami finally throws Solo out of the ring and gets a little bit of momentum there, but we're hitting a somersault plancha. Tried to burp. Tonga Low and JC Mateo then try to get involved. They try to pull Sami out of the ring. Then they're attacked on the outside. But Jimmy Uso coming and making the save. Oh, Big Jim. Eventually, Jacob Fatu also comes down, and they're all brawling around at ringside as the match continues in the ring. Sami is ready to hit a haluva kick, but Solo rolls out of the way to the outside, where he promptly smashes Sami into the announce table with a spinning Solo. Follows this up with a second one shortly thereafter. So Sami back in the ring, tries to go for the pin. Sami kicks out of like 9.9. They end up on the top turnbuckle, battling for position when Sami hits a sunset bomb for a 2. Solo then hits a Samoan drop, then climbs up top to hit a big splash for a 2. Sami avoids a Samoan spike and rolls up Solo for a 2, then hits an exploder in the corner. He wants to follow this up with a haluva kick, but gets hit with a super kick instead. He eventually does hit that haluva kick in the corner, follows this up with a second one, and pins old Solo to become the new champion. Sami Zayn wins the United States title. He gets up on the ropes. He's celebrating with the belt. Pyro's going off. And the show goes off the air with our new United States champion. I liked it. I thought this was a freaking awesome SmackDown. Couple, what the heck, why'd that happen things with the women's tag title match, and then why is Jade the number 1 contender? But other than that, no show's perfect. But other than that, I liked it. I thought this was a really good episode of SmackDown. Why the thumbs down, Bangs? You don't like Sami being the U.S. champion or something? Or are you mad about Michael Parsons? Why the thumbs down, Bangs? But with all of that, I really like this SmackDown. We're going into Clash in Paris on Sunday, so let's hear what you guys thought of the show as we go and check these polls here. Refresh. As far as the Threads poll does go, 60% liked the show. 20% thought it was just all right. 20% didn't like it. Bang says, I don't like Sami as a champ, to be honest. Why not? Sami Zayn's great. As far as the Twitter poll does go, 71% liked the show. 21% thought it was just all right. And 7% didn't like it. Over on the YouTube community poll, 83% liked the show. 7% thought it was just all right. And 10% didn't like it. As far as the live poll does go, 84% liked the show, 8% thought it was just all right, and 8% didn't like it. Finally, everybody that voted on Twitch liked the show. So with that, guys, that's going to wrap everything up. It's early on a Friday, so what does that mean? Might do a game stream later. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Going to try and jump on and play something with you guys later on tonight. So keep an eye out for that one. You should get a notification if you've got notifications on, whether that's here on YouTube, youtube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, or over on my gaming Twitch, twitch.tv/Timmy Buddy. So with that, guys, have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you back here on Sunday for Clash in Paris. Have a good one, guys.